All right, guys. We're now on the fifth and final round. Your boy, the Craftsman, is 5-0, or what's the score now? 5-0 or 4-0? And
999
8
to 1
to 2,
and 1,000 points on this last
or
round.
it was 3 is a 6, and 2 was an 8, 9. Either way, it doesn't matter. I'm in the lead.
He's trying to do math.
I'm trying to do math.
It doesn't matter. This last round's 1,000 points.
No, that's some bullshit. Don't listen to Chance.
Jimmy Fallon rules.
All we're doing now is just seeing which one is the best. We ain't gonna do this whole fucking...
The best.
Exactly, which is gonna probably be... I'm gonna go 2 for 2 on this one. So, Chance always, I say this like we've been doing this a bunch of times, but no, I'm learning very quickly that this is what he does. He likes to throw some curves.
I do.
This final round, he threw 2 curves. And so he hit your boy.
2 entries?
Yeah, so he has 2 entries. So I was like, okay, I got to break 2 entries because now it was first 2 against 1.
Yeah, it wasn't the agreed upon rules.
Yeah, it wasn't. I thought we were just going to go 1v1. Black walnut old fashioned versus black walnut old fashioned.
It's 9th inning rally hat.
I know, and I'm like, nah. So he was like, you know what? I'm gonna throw another one in there. So he has an RTD, black walnut old fashioned. Where's it at?
Penelope.
Oh yeah, Penelope. So here, boom. So that's gonna go.
Very serviceable, decent pool.
Yeah, exactly. I'm over here. I'm gonna use Old Forester as my base. Exactly. But then he's like, oh man, he's like, how about you go up against this? Trust me, I already sent a video to my boy Daniel, and I actually might have a chance to send me that, and I'll overlay it so you guys can see exactly what I said to him. But we're all having a good time over here at the Art of Whiskey on Monday night at Booze and Food.
And now you bring a ringer to the fight.
And he brought a ringer. Our guy Daniel, Whiskey Tangos, his signature old fashioned. And this is
barrel-aged old fashioned that has 5 buff turkeys in it.
5 buff turkeys in this barrel-aged old fashioned versus my black walnut old fashioned, and then my signature man's best friend old fashioned, which you guys will learn about, and you guys have heard about actually in previous episodes. And
so all the complaints we got before about chemical and all this stuff, all that is natural.
That's the one I'm worried about. No, I'm not really. You know why? Because I'm great at what I do, and at the same time, this is fun. Win or lose doesn't matter. It just goes back to one of those things, just having a good time, and then really just testing the boundaries and keep pushing those limits.
Yeah, Jamarcus having so much fun he agreed to 1,000 points on this last round.
Yeah, I don't know about that part. All I know is we're going to decide which one's the best one, and as long as I win, I don't give a shit. But if I do win, then I will say this is 1,000 points. If I lose, nope. I'm like, nah, man, it was 3-1, or 2-1. Nope, we ain't doing all that. Chance over here trying to throw a Hail Mary. I'm like, hold up, where was that in the first round? Well, I know we should have did it in the first round. If we're gonna do 1,000, we'll do it every round then. That's fine. Makes a difference. That would have been interesting. We'll come up with a new point system in the future and have fun with it. But all right, let's get this going. I'm gonna go ahead and start with probably the least complicated because I want to make sure that the most complicated doesn't get diluted, and then the super least complicated ones, those go last, which is aka the RTDs. I'm going to do equal amount pours across the board.
Yeah. So I think there's a lot of flavor profiles in here that could go either way.
Okay.
I've had your man's best friend.
Yeah, he has it. Yeah.
I don't know what the other old fashioned you're gonna make is. I don't know.
I'm making a black walnut.
Okay.
Yep. That's the one that you put on there. So I was all black walnuts. I was going to get Demerara syrup. But I couldn't find any, so I substituted for turbinado, which is going to be almost the same thing. Still going to have that thick molassesy texture to it.
What's your black walnut? Bitters?
Black walnut's going to be in the bitters. 100%. Yeah, that's where the black walnut's going to come from. And then, I'll do same garnish across all of them. And yeah, here we go, guys. Let's have some fun. I got big cubes. We're ready to rock. So
across the board, I think this is the closest thing.
This will probably be the one that's going to be like, yo. I'm not gonna lie, man. The first round actually made me nervous, but this I think is gonna be very interesting.
We got four
colors of straws, 4 different old fashions. Shout out to my guy Daniel from Whiskey Tango, love him to death. Amazing guy. He produces amazing stuff through the whiskey blendery.
And Brian is the guy that does these old fashions.
And then Brian, hey, shout out to you. I haven't met you yet, but when I do, man, I'm gonna be happy to shake your hand, my friend, and even learn from you potentially because I'm always one to learn in this space. I learn from some of the best myself. So I mean, for you to have something that I'm actually worried about and that's a contender in this. I am honored to go against you, so shout out to you, my man.
If you're ever in the Ozarks or Missouri, look up Whiskey Tango.
Look, hey, man, trust me, I'm gonna have to come up there and just, because I actually do want to go to Whiskey Tango.
Are you going to the event?
I don't know. Well, I'm still gonna watch the dogs, man. That's the only downside right now, is because they're at a stage right now that the dogs, like especially the Rottweiler, like if you don't have a bond with them or at least trust. Yeah, it's gonna be very difficult. So right now it's just me and Trev primarily. So I might not be that, but at some point in time, I know I'm gonna make my way up there. Cool. Yeah, but anyway, okay. So we'll jump right in this. I'm going to start. Well, I'll go ahead and do my black walnut first. Get that out of the way. I'll go ahead and start with.
Our judges are still sober and standing. So.
Yes, yeah, they're still good.
Yes or no?
After many drinks.
Many, boom.
Yes or no?
Do a couple dashes, 1 boom, 2 dashes Angostura, 2 dashes black walnut. Then I'm gonna go ahead and do.
You got ice?
I got ice right here. I got my cube right here. I'm trying to think. Do I need anything else?
Got your lighter, got your orange.
Yeah. Got my lighter, my orange. Yep.
Yes or no?
Gonna go ahead and do my syrup.
Again, for context, just to remind you guys, this is
Boom. So that's my Demerara syrup. Now I'm going to use Old Forester, 1910, Old Fine Whiskey. And would you say this is a good whiskey to use in this type of thing?
I mean, it's an elevated old fashioned. I mean, most of the time you're going to use base or real whiskey for this. That way, Buffalo Trace or
Woodford,
special reserve
Maker's Mark.
Yeah, 1910 is an elevated old fashioned.
Elevation, baby. But you already know how we do it here at the Art of Whiskey. I mean, I'm just like Travis said. I've been very privileged to drink some of the best stuff that I know I would never get to try had I not known these amazing people. So I'm very fortunate and grateful as well. You know, people like Chance and everybody who comes here, who comes to the Art of Whiskey and shares all the great things they have.
If you make your old fashioned yourself, please try to make this 46 cash strength in your old fashioned next time. It's one of my favorites.
This will be the first one. So go to the strawberry. It'll be fine. I'm gonna close area over here. Boom, that's one.
That's a $25 drink.
That's a $25 drink for sure. Alright, so now, man's best friend, baby, let's go. Oh yeah, hold on. We'll start with my my bitters.
Orange on orange?
Trust me, man, this is the reason why you guys like it. Boom, get my juice.
Margarita?
Nope. This reminds me of the good old days. All I gotta get is my bar rails down here and just have fucking. Oh man, trust me, when I build my custom bar, it is gonna be to the
top shelf too.
It's gonna be trust me, it's gonna be to my specs, man. Like everything's gonna be in my armory. I want it to be like down to the science.
I like it.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be awesome. So,
Grand Marnier.
I didn't even put it in there.
Little Luxardo. Is that Desperado?
Desperado.
Wow.
I know, right?
This is more complex than I thought.
You know, here's the thing is I actually dialed these ingredients. In fact, this used to be an ounce each. This used to be a 4-ounce drink.
Oh, wow.
Then I was like, nah. But I realized very quickly it was too sweet. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I was like, let me go ahead and cut back an ounce or half ounce on
Mixed
the
drinks is all, to me, it's always about the yin and yang, right?
Yep. Let me see. Which one I want to...
He's pulling out something. He's not going 1910, guys.
Oh, cherry cola.
He's trying to.
I'm just kidding. I'll use the 1910. I'll use the 1910. I know. I was reaching. I was like, I could use a little something.
Now, where's the TLC?
Exactly. I'm like, where's the call me old fashioned? It actually makes a good old fashioned.
You don't want some more?
Nope. I'm good on that Buffalo Trace there, buddy. Boom. Here's the next one. I'll drop the half cube in this one. That'll be the difference maker, okay? This will be your guys' edge. Get it out.
So this is going to be less watered down.
Yeah, right? All right, so next, I got the Boom Penelope. So what, we're just doing 3 ounces? Yep.
Make a match. Are you garnishing the Luxardo?
I mean, I'm garnishing everything exactly the same as we've been doing. Keeping it fair. Oh shit. My bad. There we go. I was like, yo, that looks different.
Yeah, it does.
There we go. And last but not least,
I don't know how that plays. Like the color, you know?
oops.
Nah. Don't worry, those bottles bounce. I know.
Yeah, no, I know, no shit.
There you go. You got it.
Yeah.
Cute.
I'll do the last. Let's get Chance, my man. I do got some questions for you though, man. After watching your Whiskey Therapy Corner, by the way, people tune in for that. Whiskey Therapy coming soon.
Okay.
Or dropping. There's some things that he had mentioned, and I'm like, you know what? That's interesting because you know I actually struggle with the same thing, and I just wanted, I wanted to get his perspective on some things and what I could personally do to work on that.
Cope with it.
Exactly, and that's one thing that we've learned here at the Art of Whiskey. Trevor and I specifically, as whiskey. It's not about the whiskey. It's about the people.
Yeah.
And the people you get to meet, the relationships you get to build, the conversations you get to have. We realized very quickly that men don't have a place to go and express themselves in a non-judgmental area. That was 3, right?
Yep.
And he even mentioned that as well too in his sit down. But at the same time, he had mentioned some things, and I'm like, okay, that's crazy. He's actually dealing with some of the same stuff that I'm actually personally dealing with right now. I'd love to get his perspective on it, and then and that's the beautiful thing about it. It's like a safe place, right, with no judgment. You get to talk to some of the best people who are all here to help one another. That's the best part. And even him expressing himself about his back surgery or the issues you had with your back in regards to even Eric's back surgery, right?
Pills and all that.
Pills and all the stuff that he went through. I'm like, wow. So, you have no idea what anyone's going through or what they've been through, but you never know what that connective tissue in that realm would be.
Yeah.
And, being able to have that
You
opportunity.
gotta have a real conversation with somebody. Right?
Exactly. Being able to have that conversation with someone who's been through it potentially.
And to me, that's what whiskey does. It makes us slow down and have a real conversation.
That's the other part I've noticed, man. Whiskey slows time down, man. The blendery, it feels like the whole world stops.
We can't just talk about this.
Yeah.
We gotta talk about each other and our lives.
Exactly, man.
All the bullshit.
100%, man. So, and so I appreciate you for sharing, by the way.
Yeah.
Your story on the Art of Whiskey Therapy coming soon. We're all going through something and it's okay. We're all here to help each other to get through it. And that's what the beautiful thing about the whiskey community. So
Red and yellow kill a fella. So if anybody picks these, you gotta cry.
Nope. That ain't happening. That is not
I
happening.
like the confidence.
I'm not letting that happen.
You've done good so far.
Exactly.
In the middle of the cook zone.
Exactly.
Here, sit in the chair. Sit in the chair.
All right. Let's finish these garnishes and we'll go ahead and get the verdicts.
New jar.
New jar. This has been very nerve-wracking.
Closer, so we only have that thin line anyway.
Luxardo.
Sorry,
Luxardo.
Hold on. Make sure they can see this.
Need to hold it.
There we go.
Some beautiful drinks, honestly.
Thank you.
This is like way here.
Yes, you're sitting right there.
Oh,
Yeah, but that's not.
there we go.
Wait, that's what I get.
Luxardo.
One phone facing just the street, and then another phone facing y'all.
Luxardo.
And that's the way. So you guys can all sit on the couch.
All right, and then last but not least, we're going to do a flamed orange across the board.
There we go.
And then look at you guys, and then you
There's one.
look at the TV and you're screaming there. Yeah, so we'll do like a duo.
There's 2. There's 3.
And
There's 4.
Streaming from that market.
yo,
We need one phone for watching
Do I want one of those?
You have another one.
Yes. I gotta find one. Yeah, somewhere around here. Check any of the corners. They're normally in all the corners.
Red and yellow or the RTDs.
Red and yellow. So here, you take the red and yellow.
No.
Okay.
What's up, bro?
We'll both take one. Okay. That's the walnut.
If you were red and yellow, you had a crop.
That's the walnut though, right? That was the first one I made, right? And then the second I made was man's best friend. So green is man. Walnut. Yellow is the motherfucker.